that USC wants to run the ball. Nope, they're going to pass. And they're going to go deep like that? And I just love how I get no animation. I love that. I love how I get no animation for that. None. Because my player just stops running and turns around and doesn't do anything. Love that. That's cool, game. That's cool. So after that, demolishing win against Oregon State. Mike Berry has committed. Quentin Leonard committed. And Kevin Peterson committed. And I think Kevin Peterson was the new defensive lineman that came out of nowhere who committed to the team as well. And now we're going to be ranked, I believe, first, and we're going to play USC. So USC won against. Why are we number 2? Why are we number 2? Why are we number 2? Okay. Yeah, this is my problem with the game. The demoting for no reason. We are a clear number 1. We've dominated when no one else has. And yet we're number 2 and Ohio State's 1. We are number 1, and we should still be number 1. Yet Ohio State jumped us. What was the result for Bama? They beat A&M handily in the head-to-head. Yet they're behind A&M. This game's ranking logic is terrible. How was Georgia at 10-2 ahead of Alabama, who's 11-1, who are both behind A&M? Who A&M lost to Alabama with the exact same record, 34-10. Like, this game's ranking logic is awful. It is terrible. It cannot rank to save its life. So we have a coaching commit or a coaching upgrade. This game's ranking logic is terrible. Like, you just saw it there. There's so many contradictions in its ranking logic. Like, we are a clear number 1. We should have been number 1. So let's take a look at our new recruits. 7 scholarships remaining. Kevin Peterson, the 6'7" defensive end committed. Yes. And so did Mike Berry, a 6'5", 212 possession wide receiver committed. That's huge. That is huge. Lee Douglas, an athlete committed. Quentin Brown. Wait, where's the Quint Leonard? Quint Leonard, linebacker committed. This class is nasty. So who are we waiting on now? Those were key commits that we needed. So we're not going to get Matt Huston. We're now Rashad Battle and Carnell Watson. Where's that new guy that we offered a scholarship to? Was he just taken off the board? I think he was taken off the board. He was a defensive end and he was a JUCO. Yeah, they just took him off the board. Interesting. And so where's our class now in terms of, we're still first. We have 9 4-stars and 8 3-stars and 1 5-star. Wow, with 18 total commits. Penn State has 17. Oregon's got 15. Yeah, this game's ranking logic is atrocious. It should be Alabama. It should be us number one, Ohio State two, Alabama three, A&M four, Georgia five. That should be the rankings. Ohio State has Michigan to play in the SEC championship game, and Alabama's going to play Georgia. Mariota, man, if you've ever seen a situationship, look at the relationship between Mariota and the Heisman race. I mean, it's just on and off. He's back to being fifth and last place in it again, with Thomas still being first. We play USC. We're gonna wear special units for this game. It's our first time playing USC. We've killed everyone else. They get 27 a game. We're still first in every offensive category there is except for passing. We're now 32nd. Total defense are 23rd. We're first against the run. We're 125th against the pass. So we're dead. We're almost dead last in pass defense. Yeah, we don't give up that many points. So very odd weather we have in Oregon, where it is snowing. Guess it's possible. Yeah, we got a Pac-12 championship game between USC and Oregon. We don't deserve to be number two. This game's ranking logic is atrocious. But we're in the snow. If we win, we are in the championship game regardless. We're in. And I hope we play Ohio State. We're going to be keeping an eye on that Ohio State game for sure. And Bama dominates their championship game. Mariota. Good out there, Mariota. 2,456 passing yards with 19 touchdown passes. Yeah, Alabama dominating. So, and they've been playing a championship game, so they can still be in it. And neither did those Mountain West teams, I don't think. Boise State didn't play in it, and neither did Louisiana Lafayette. Louisiana Lafayette is not Mountain West. I hope Boise loses. That would be so amazing if they lost. We're not punting. Nope. We've never done an FB run before. We're going to try it right now. First time attempting an FB run. With Colton Yurla. We got it. The uniforms kind of match the screen, don't they, with the field and everything? We were going to have Hawkins open. How did they know that I was going to Hawkins? They didn't even. There was no way to know where I was throwing that ball to. There's no way to know that other than the person throwing the ball. But we need Boise to lose. A&M will get jumped. And we need Louisiana Lafayette to lose to either play Ohio State or Alabama to make sure they play calm in the championship game. Now, Mara is going to take off again because they can't guard me. Totally Yurla's open. And we've not hit him like at all this year. Mariana, why did you throw it right to Leon McQuaid the third? What a catch in the snow. One-hander from Josh Huff. Huffing that ball. Not falling for that trap. I've thrown it across my bot. I've thrown it on the run like that to the corner, and it's been picked off every time. I'm just going to take it and run it in. I'll just take it and run it in. We need Boise State to lose. Yes. Lose, Boise State. We don't want to play you. You're not going to be fun. You're not good content. We need Ohio State to win. I'm just going to guess and gamble that USC wants to run the ball. Nope, they're going to pass. And they're going to go deep like that? And I just love how I get no animation. I love that. I love how I get no animation for that. None. Because my player just stops running and turns around and doesn't do anything. Love that. That's cool, game. That's cool. So stupid. We hadn't allowed that in like 5 weeks. But because the game says so, we're going to give that up. Again, my corner did nothing. Nothing. It's so retarded. It's so retarded. Like the first play, they just go deep for no reason, and it's an automatic touchdown. Like, that's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Holy Earl's open. Just give it to him. Like that, I'm still not over that. Like that was stupid. Like that was stupid. How they just went deep and my player did nothing. Did animate, swat, jump, nothing. Just stopped running. Like that felt scripted and predetermined. Why are we not blocking all of a sudden? We've had no issues running this play. We've had no issues running these plays.
makes it 3rd and 15.
That's what you get. Daryl Hawkins bossing that safety. He bossed him because he's 6'5". "37 rushing touchdowns. Wow, NCAA record." Look at D'Anthony Thomas smiling in the rain. That was an incredible moss by Hawkins. That was like Megatron like. That was Calvin Johnson like. They're not doing that again though. Watch out for Silas Red.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2. Mike check 33.
Hey, this is what I'm talking about. Bro tripped up like what? Just runs right through Tony Washington. The CP Lilly, that was a Daniel Jones like fumbling and tripping over literally nothing when he had an easy touchdown. That's exactly what that was. That was a Daniel Jones trip. That was a Daniel Jones trip when he had a wide open touchdown.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Patterson has a sprained ankle. So they just like scripted to like keep this game close, even though it's not going to be. Like, is that what's happening? They're going to try to script and make this like a close game when it's not going to be a close game because USC cannot keep up with us. So wasn't Cody Kessler the starter for USC? Draw.
Number 25 on the run. Gain 5 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
All over the toss play. All over it. All over it. You should have just run it up. You should have just run it up the middle. That's what you should have done. They should have just run it up the middle, but they got too scared, and now the decision was even a worse one.
That is a loss of 1 yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Roger. Hey, check right. Hey, watch the ball.
Josh Huff huffing that football. He's huffing it.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
You cannot clamp us up. You're not going to. You're not going to shut down our run game. You're not going to shut down our pass game either. Neither one of those is going to get shut down. I'm down, and the game knows it. The game knows it. I'm down. Now we get to waste time by looking at a review.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
But take off. Yep, you're not ready. You are not ready.
That's a gain of 1 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 9.
Josh Huff huffing that football. Again, we want Boise State to lose. That's what we're waiting for. Ohio State up by 10. And if we win as well as Ohio State, then that championship is booked.
Thomas is carried. Gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
This is like the closest a game has ever been. Because the game against UCLA wasn't really all that close. Snap the.
Delayed game, offense. Still second down.
Here we go. Hey, check right. Check 4.
Hawkins is going to be open. Yep. We'll delay a game. Chew as much clock as we can. Do not want to get the ball back to USC.
Offense. Still first down.
Right 55. Right 55.
Critical thinking. Critical thinking. 5 IQ play. 5 head play.
Check. Disco Raver. Yeah. Let's go. On the ball. Quick. You ready, Ed? Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about.
Like that perfectly. Gotta be sound. I don't want anything funny happening. Let nothing funny happen. Just be sound, be smart, be disciplined. Nope. Nope.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
So we're gonna go in at halftime up 7. It's our smallest halftime lead of the whole year. And it's the longest anyone has been competitive with us all season. Really. Nobody has been this competitive this long against us all year.
Kickoff is down for a touchdown.
So in that regards, USC, you've earned my respect, but you're not going to win the game. You're going to fall to 9-4. He fumbled it. course, they always recover instantly, but we always recover the fumbles that get overturned. Though I noticed that. Sacked. They always overturn the fumbles that are not fumbles, but the ones that are, they always recover them. And Taylor Hart showing Hart in the snow. Man, he's carried the defense. He has. Taylor Hart. And now this game is about to be busted wide open. There was nothing there, and I got 8 yards out of that. That should have been a fumble. That should have been a fumble. I guess they just counted it as an incomplete pass. Wide open, Keenan Lowe. Touchdown. Just wide open. Just completely confused on defense. No, why is Boise State winning? Ohio State's winning, though. So, again, as long as Ohio State wins, we're good. Gonna assume this is a run. Yep.
Second and 2.
Mike, check 33. 33. Squad. We're on top. I'm coming after you.
It's stupid. It's stupid. Xavier Grimble got that 34-yarder when nobody was open. We're going to eat away this whole third quarter.
Personal foul. Clipping. Offense. Still first down.
Ohio State is dominating Michigan. So 1st and 13, that's a first.
That is a loss of 1 yard. That'll bring up 2nd and 11. Number 90 brings his down. That's a gain of 4 on the play. 3rd down.
We were going to have R1 wide open.
That's a loss of 6 yards.
How come we're not getting any sacks?
13.
No, we ain't punting. We're going to have R1 wide open. No way that Marcus Mariota read option that we just ran is going to end in a punt. It ain't ending in no punt. We ain't punting. Did Daryl Hawkins just do like a heart to the camera? Did he do that? I think Daryl Hawkins just made a heart to the camera.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Again, this is the most and longest someone has ever been competitive with us. Again, Washington is our closest game of the year. That was a 21-point victory. Nobody's been this competitive with us. So San Diego State beat Boise, and Boise goes tumbling down. Bye-bye, Boise. You never belonged up here. And Ohio State is going to go to the championship game and play on us, and that's exactly what we want. That is exactly what we want.
brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, it's these slant plays that are literally nothing. They shouldn't get that many. Coleman, what are you doing?
Mike check 33. 33.
Chad.
That's good for a gain of 11 yards. 1st down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
We cannot keep going back and forth with them.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Two tights. Two tights. Four down. Four down. Mike check 33. Watch the safety creep. Four down. Line 50.
The extra point attempt is good. Low, deep to return.
Watch the run. Mike 55. Mike 55.
We're starting to get frost on our helmets. That's cool. That's a cool detail that modern Madden does not do.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up
We have like no tackles for loss, no sacks against USC, nothing. No turnovers, no nothing.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Seaman brings him down. Gain of 4 on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 1.
Yeah, this is the most competitive a game has ever been all season. No team has been in the fight with us for this long.
makes it 2nd and 2.
USC not calling any timeouts. I think they should. They're still not calling any timeouts.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Now they do. It's too late, USC. It's too late. And Ohio State wins. So all we got to do is play good defense, and we're playing Ohio State.
The kickoff is down for a touchdown.
How did he almost catch that? Give me that, boy. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. We're playing Ohio State. And we're going to score 49 on them. To let them know you tried, it was not enough.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3. Thomas is around. That makes it 1st and goal.
Gonna wait. 5 rushing touchdowns. And your mouth, USC. I had to do it to you. Your effort was not enough.
Man left, man left.
USC, stop it. Stop it, USC.
That makes it 37.
So if it wasn't for that, retarded touchdown on their first possession, they wouldn't have 28 points right now. That's okay, because we still are Pac-12 champs. We've done it. We won in the snow. Yep, that was play of the game. Keenan Love spinning, scoring. I mean, again, our offense cannot be stopped. It can't be stopped. And so now, it's funny because we played Ohio State in the championship game 2 years ago in the Oregon Dynasty. It's on the channel. Go check it out. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Oregon versus Ohio State. Pete Simina, player of the game, D'Anthony Thomas, 164, 5 touchdowns. And Mark Helfrich hoists that trophy. Their final 49-28. In our most competitive game, still a tie between USC and Washington. I would say USC was more competitive because really it was 14. I got it 13 for 22, 26, a touchdown and a pick, sacked 3 times, long as it was 41, 65% complete percentage, under 66.4 passer rating. Thomas had 164 and 5 touchdowns. Maryland had 107 and a touchdown. Learla with it 15 for 17, 248, 4 touchdowns, a pick, 236.6 passer rating, 88% completion percentage, 75 was his longest, which was BS. We sacked him only once. Red had 76. Farmer had 46 a touchdown, 92 for Grimble, 35 for leading touchdown. Flirty had touchdown. Madden had touchdown. Just ridiculous. No way D'Anthony Thomas got snubbed from the Heisman. Braxton Miller, 2,819 yards, 167 carries, 847 yards, 45 total touchdowns. They snubbed. So not only did Ohio State snub us of our number 1 spot for no reason, but the game took it a step further and snubbed Thomas for the Heisman and replaced him with an Ohio State player in Braxton Miller. So the Ohio State snubs us from the number 1 spot and they snub us from the Heisman. That's crazy, fam. That's crazy. Thomas has won the Maxwell Award, though. Thomas won the Walter Camp Award. Hart won. I told you who's going to win an award. The Bronco Nagurski. Thomas, the Dope Walker. Hart, he won another one. Rotary Lombardi. That's crazy. The game made Ohio State snub us twice. Insane. Crazy work. Nasty work. On the game that snubbed us. And so heavyweights collide. Herb Herzig rolls with us. We got an upgrade for our head coach. We're gonna get the instant commit. Why not? Why not? And so all that's left to do, I can't believe Ohio State snubbed us of our #1 spot and the Heisman. That's crazy. So Kirk Herbstreit favors us. Ohio State 9-0 in conference. We're 10-0 and 13-0. We're first in points per game. They're second. Wow. The difference between #1 and #2, we score 12 more points than them. 12. That's insane. We scored 12 more points than they do. 12. We have almost 100 more yards than they do on offense, rush offense. They get 237. We get 301. We have almost 60 more than they do. The pass offense, we get 4 more passes than they do. Total defense, we're 31st, our highest overall yet. They're 11th. We're first against the run, they're 19th. Who's ready for them? Who's ready for the championship? This is what you want right here. What has their path been? So we know ours. What's theirs? They beat Buffalo 41-35, embarrassing. Beat San Diego State 35-21. Beat Cal 46-14. Beat FCS 56-6. Beat Wisconsin 31-10. Beat Northwestern 48-31. Beat Iowa 35-13. Beat Penn State 52-38. Beat Purdue 48-14. Illinois 41-14. Indiana 23-2. Beat Michigan 38-10. And then turn around and then beat them again back-to-back times 41-21. Hey, man, this is it. This is what you want. I've played Ohio State many a time. 2013 as well. And each time they've been difficult. They were difficult in the Michigan State Dynasty. They were difficult in the OU Dynasty. They're never an easy team to face. Never. And this is the first time I'm playing a championship game where both teams are literally even. It freeze again. But we have worked so hard to get here. We've destroyed everybody in our path. And the game has favored Ohio State. They took the #1 ranking from us. They took the Heisman from us. The game has this built-in narrative of trying to favor Ohio State. But the crowd is mostly green, and because California is by Oregon. So we're going to receive the ball first. You get your popcorn, tune in. Peak cinema is occurring right now. Thomas. No way, Thomas is hurt. That's how we're starting, game? That's how we're starting. That's how we're coming, game. D'Anthony Thomas injured on the opening kickoff. Wow. Now, again, Ohio State has given up points to people. They have. More than we have, actually. They've given up 38, 35. We've never given up that much. The most we've given up is 33 to OSU. Please let D'Anthony Thomas be healthy. We cannot have him injured. Mariota with room. Great blocking, Keenan Lowe. Outstanding blocking. Again, every time I've faced Ohio State, it has not been easy. And we actually faced Ohio State in the Oregon Dynasty 2 years ago in the championship game. Go check it out. It's on the channel. Hawkins. He's lethal.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
Offense is lethal. Again, our offense is lethal, man. It is ridiculous, our offense. How good it is. Far side of the field, Hawkins again. Ohio State is going to give up points.
Watch the pass. Mike 14, Mike 14.
What a throw on the run. I'm down. I'm down. I am down, and the game knows it. Yeah, Booth review that. Booth review that.
Previous play is under review.
The game knows I'm down. Oh, yeah, clearly. Clear as day.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
What a throw for Mariota on the run.
Mike 14, Mike 14.
Where is DeAnthony Thomas?
Barnett makes the tackle. Gain of 6 yards. That brings him 2nd and goal.
Again, Ohio State will get scored on. They've given up 30 and 35, 38. They've given up a lot of points several times. We have not. Marshall Watson, touchdown. Right down the field.
Smith to return. The kickoff is down for a touchdown.
We're going to focus on. We're going to go aggressive. I'm going to keep it contained. We do not want Braxton Miller just to run around. He's the Heisman winner when DeAnthony Thomas should have been. So we're going to carry some vengeance toward Ohio State. That's twice now on back-to-back opening first place for the opposing team they score. Last week against USC and just now with Ohio State. I mean, guys, come on. Thomas is still not out in the field. I mean, guys, the very first play. The very first play. They go down and score.
Mike 14, Mike 14.
Halfway to carry. Gain of 16 yards. First down.
Mike 14, Mike 14.
Hawkins makes the reception. That's a gain of 12 on the play. First down.
Larry. 14's the mic, 14's the mic. Hey,
Josh Huff can't haul it in.
This ball is incomplete. Huff was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Four down. Mike 14. Mike 14. Run.
Marshall on the carry. Called a gain of 8 yards. 3rd down.
Man left. Mike 14. Mike 14.
Marshall on the carry. Gain of 8 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
I can't believe we just allowed an opening touchdown just like last week against USC. Wide open Huff. Huffing that football.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Mike 14. Mike 14. Out.
We don't even need to go no huddle. We're that good. A 1,070 rushing yards for Mariota and 11 touchdowns.
Mike 14. Mike 14.
Where is D'Anthony Thomas? Touchdown, Keenan Love. Right down the field. That was a nasty spin move, too. Of course, these two teams met in real life in the championship game a year after in 2014, where Ohio State won that one. I think like 42-28 or 42-25.
Here we go. Mike check 33. 33.
Guys, we cannot allow back-to-back first plays, touchdowns. We can't. Taylor Hart showing hard.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Check nine. Go.
Third and 3. They're going to run the ball. We know they will. We know they're going to run the ball. We know they're going to run the ball. That is obvious. They pass it instead, really?
That makes it first and goal.
Mark check 33. 33.
Come on, snap the ball, Ohio State. What are you doing? Oh, their offensive lineman's not set. That's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty. Yep, that'll back him up. Can't help it.
Delay of game. Offense.
It's a glitch.
Still second down.
Second and goal now. Taylor Hart's not buying it. Lost the 3. Third and goal now for Ohio State. Not fooled. And Ohio State's penalty hurts them. That's not my fault. I didn't do that. They could have easily overcame that and scored anyway despite the penalty, but they did not. They got denied. We forced to stop. What effort from Patterson to, like, the user effort to keep veering and avoid getting blocked and just run down Braxton Miller to avoid a touchdown. It's like the Travis Hunter chase down tackle in his first game against TCU that led to that crazy, like, goal line interception. That's what that was like. That was insane user effort to force a field goal. Or else that was going to be a touchdown, too. But again, we score, even though Ohio State is second and we're first, we score 12 more points than they do. 12. Like, scoring 12 more points matters. It matters. That's almost a 2-touchdown difference. And D'Anthony Thomas still not in the game. Imagine getting injured on the opening kickoff. Like, imagine if we had Thomas. But because, we played our backups a lot this year, we kind of don't need him. But, man, it would just be unfair if we had him. Josh Huff, huffing that football. Good blocking from the O-line. Excellent blocking from the O-line. Our offensive linemen should have won several awards. They get no credit. I'm giving them all the credit. Touchdown. Keenan Lowe, second. Just rolling out to the right. Keenan Lowe's open. We're going to find him. Yep. I mean, we had two people open, too. We could have scored a touchdown to either person. Wow, Alabama crushed Notre Dame 52-0. And those two teams actually met in a championship game a year prior to this. And Alabama destroyed them, too, in real life. We're not allowing that.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
He avoided Taylor Hart there, or else that was going to be a sack.
That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6, just like that. Nope. Not sure why they ran it there. Dumb decision. They thought they could catch us off guard with the run. Not going to work. Keenan Love. This is Marshall's game. He's played as a backup this whole year, and he's done a fantastic job. This is his time to shine. Man, imagine if D'Anthony Thomas was playing, though. Like, why is he hurt? I've got no status update on his injury at all. I've got no status update on Marshall's injury. That's concerning. That was almost, see, it always happens when I do that. It almost always intercepted. A one-hander snag from Hawkins. One-handed. What can he not do? Josh Huff. Happy Sunday, by the way. Now we go no huddle. But man, where is Thomas though? Like, I can't believe he got hurt the opening possession of the game. Yeah, we don't want any time for Ohio State to get the ball back with. None. We have all 3 timeouts, so we're good. They do get the ball set the second half, though. any time left, I don't want them to have. So that dropped interception by Grant. I do a touchdown. You have to capitalize on every chance you get, Ohio State. If you don't, it's a touchdown. Bro, Devin Smith has had so many almost kickoff returns for a touchdown. I don't like how he almost returned that. I don't like how the receivers literally had a step on all three of my corners. I don't like that. But hey, we held on. We didn't allow a touchdown before half. That's huge. That's huge. For a second there, I thought, kick returning it to Devin Smith was going to be a nightmare. But we have won the possession battle. We've won that. We've had the ball way more times than they have. We've had it longer than they have. So what's their strategy now? Down 18. That was super easy for them, bro. That was not acceptable. That's not acceptable. Got to play way better defense than that. It was going to take our time as much as possible. We know what they want to do on offense. We're just going to keep optioning. We're just going to try to take that away as best as we can. Hawkins still on his feet. Daryl Hawkins. See, if we would have been no huddle, we would have just kept trading scores. Because we're winning the possession battle, we're chewing the clock. We've not turned it over. We have more time and less time for them. And Ohio State having trouble defensively. We may do a QB scramble. Again, where is Thomas? Is he just out for the game? I think Thomas is out for the game. We don't need him, but Ohio State has not stopped us a single time. We've already stopped them several times. He's sacked. Taylor Hart showing heart. Third and 8. Intercepted. What are you doing, Miller? What are you doing, Braxton? I find out. EFO. Pick 6. Just ran the route for him. EFO. I find out. Great coverage. It was sticky all the way around. What does Ohio State do now? He's going to get sacked. That's what he's going to do. Eric Armstead. Just nowhere to go. You should have intercepted that, Hart. Nobody open. They went curl flats. Nobody open. 3rd and 13. They're just 1 for 4 on 4th down. Looks like a catch to me, gang. Come on. I was hoping he wouldn't throw that.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Really hoping he wouldn't throw that, but he did. And he threw it right over my head somehow perfectly, too.
33. Damn, black 8.
Spencer takes the rep. Call a gain of 9 yards. That'll make it 2nd and inches. Smith makes the rep. That makes it 1st and 10.
Very strategic timeout. I did it so we can get in a better defense that I like. That's on me. We had him at 3rd and 13. We had him, and just user error. I was hoping he wouldn't call my bluff and throw it, but he did.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7. Number 8 on the line. That's good for a gain of 9 yards. 1st down. Bryant brings him down. Gain of 6 on the play.
We're just gonna take it and head into the 4th quarter. Is the game clock and play clock identical? Yep, get them 4s up. It's all Ducks. Defense again needs to get a little bit better. Needs to tighten up just a bit more. If we didn't allow that, one play touchdown from what's his name, Carlos Hyde, they would have less points. How did they guard that so well?
That'll bring up 3rd and 4. Spencer's on the tackle. That's a gain of 5 on the play. 1st down. Marshall's the ball carrier. Gain of 9 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 1.
We're gonna give them the ball back with like maybe 3 minutes left, 4 minutes. We just need to play keep away.
Marshall's at the line. Has a gain of 6 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Tyner is in the game now.
Second and 4.
Man left, man left. Four down, four down. Mike 14. Mike 14. He's out. 2
Marshall has 107 rushing yards. Touchdown. Wanted to waste more clock there, but that's okay. Marshall. Where is DeAnthony Thomas? He's nowhere to be found.
The kickoff is good one for a touchdown.
Tight right, tight right. Four down, four down. Hey, check my 33, check my.
Come on, guys. Pursue. Don't just stand there. I shouldn't have to click on you for you to do that.
That brings up second and 1.
Tight right, tight right. Four down, four down. Mike check 33. 33. Check three, check three, check three.
I hate who it switches me on to.
Alone makes the tackle at the 36-yard line. First down. That makes it second and 2.
Fumble the ball. How did I get no animation right there?
Good for a gain of 6 yards. That'll make it second and 4.
Man left, man left. Four down, four down. Mike check 33. 33.
Wow.
That makes it first and goal.
We whiffed completely. It doesn't matter. We're still going to win. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, we did good enough on defense this game. We're going to get better in the offseason next year.
That's a gain of 4 on that play. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Not really tripping about it.
Mike 14. Mike 14.
That's a gain of 7 on that play. First down. Barnett makes the tackle.
Buckeyes were no match for the Ducks.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Man left, man left. Mike 14, Mike 14.
Ohio State is not calling any timeouts, and rightfully so. We're about to be champions, fellas. We are about to be crowned champions, and the perfect season has been completed. It was not good enough for Ohio State. And we did it all without D'Anthony Thomas. Clap it up, fellas. Oregon is your 2013 BCS National Champions. EFO, I find out with the pick six. Again, defense didn't have to be great, just did just enough. And we got enough stops. We won by 18. And we have still not played a single close game. USC was our closest game, and we still won that one. Should have won by 14, but we won it by 21. Mark Helfrich has done it, and the Buckeyes come up short. Player of the game, Brian Marshall, who filled in for injured D'Anthony Thomas, 3 touchdowns, 149 yards rushing. This is why you do it. We should have been number one all along, and D'Anthony Thomas should have won the Heisman. Look, they even tried to take out my best player, the first play of the game, and still lost by 18. And still lost by 18. We're going to take the W. You love to see it. Byron Marshall came in and did his thing. We didn't need Anthony Thomas. He didn't even play. We were even on paper until the game happened. Mariota, 15 for 17. Who is this? Tony Washington. What? He didn't throw a pass. What are you talking about? 187 yards passing, a touchdown, no picks, sacked only once, 88% completion percentage. His pass rating was exactly 200. Marshall had 149 yards rushing with 3 touchdowns. Mariota had 97 and a touchdown. Huff had 28. Receiving, Hawkins had 93, 56 for Huff, 34 for Lowe, and a touchdown. Defensively, tackle for loss for Jackson, sack for Hart, sack for Armstead, tackle for loss for Dargan. Again, not many tackles for loss this game. We could have done better. Obviously, just got outclassed. Braxton Miller, just 121 yards passing. Heisman winner just stunk it up, 10 for 13. A touchdown, was sacked twice, longest was 41, 76% percentage, 165-point passer rating. Rushing had 110. Carlos Hyde had 91 and 2 touchdowns. Brown had 54 and a touchdown. Receiving, Bennett had 68. Spencer had 29 and a touchdown. 21 for Smith. Just domination. Updating the record books. Mariota, new record, 196.5 passer rating. Beat 2011 Wisconsin QB from was 192. Anthony Thomas, man, he could have been so good. 41 rushing touchdowns. Beat 1988 record OSU with 37. Thomas, another rushing touchdown, 41. Beat 21 from 2012. Taylor Hart, 17 sacks. Beat the previous record from 2008 with 13. That was the most dominant season we've ever had on the channel. Our closest margin of victory was 18. Mark Helfrich now level 25. Still in recruiting battle for those two players. And now it is time for the offseason. So we're gonna let's see. In 2008, we went 10-3 and won the Holiday Bowl. 2009, the exact same thing. 10-3, we're Pac-12 champs. I guess no bowl game. 2010 went 12-1 Pac-12 champs. I think that's the year we lost to Cam Newton at Auburn. 2011 Rose Bowl champs went 12-2. Pac-12 champs as well. 2012 12-1 Fiesta Bowl champs. And 2013 14-0 Pac-12 champs and BCS national champions. Very solid program. Very solid. Hold on. We will. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Going to go ahead and give ourselves an upgrade. Oh, we can't. Not yet. Okay. All right. Coaching changes. Is our offensive coordinator leaving? We need to find out. We need to find out if Scott Frost is leaving. Yep. Scott Frost's contract expired. Interesting. So the contract expired. It doesn't say left for a new job, just as the contract expired. But his security should be safe. He should stay. Actually, no, we don't. We have a new guy. Tim Albin. First in NCAA, first in Pac-12, and we have a new defensive coordinator, Brent Guy. Wow, what a guy. We were fourth in the Pac-12. 41st NCAA and 22 point average, just allowing 22.4 points per game. And that got the job done. I think that the players leaving. So take a look at our players, at who's leaving. Mariota is staying, so is Jake Rodriguez, in our whole quarterback room, which is scary for next year. Thomas is staying. Marshall is staying. Our whole running back room is staying. Uh-oh. It's not looking good. Josh Huff is declaring, and Daryl Hawkins is graduating. He's the perfect NFL wide receiver. Why is he not going to the draft? That's a waste of potential. He's like a Calvin Johnson kind of player. He should have been going to the draft, but I guess he has better plans, you know? So we're losing Huff. We're losing Hawkins. Farrell Blount is transferring to Notre Dame because of playing time. Left tackle stays in guard. Monogreg, we have to say goodbye. He's graduating. Baronis Grasu is declaring for the draft, and our backup center is also graduating. We're keeping our right guard. Everett Benyar is graduating as well. Taylor Hart is graduating. No, he's not. What do you mean he's graduating? He's going to the NFL draft. He was our best defensive player, and he will be missed. But we're going to plug in DeForest Buckner and pair him with Tony Washington, Eric Armstead, and Wade Kelly, and we'll be just fine. I guess we won't be just fine because Wade Kelly is going to the draft. Well, there's another guy I think we have as well. Jared Hubert graduating. And there's the other guy I was talking about, Ricky Hamule. Never mind. So we're losing both our starting defensive tackles. They're gone. We're losing Boseko Lakomo to the NFL. We're keeping our linebackers, though. Coleman and Malone. Mitchell, our corner, is gone. He's declaring the NFL. Patterson's graduating. Jackson's going to the draft. Maldonado's graduating. So we're losing a lot of people, actually. That's like kind of a big deal. Go ahead and get Mark Helfrich an upgrade. Go ahead and get that insta commit ability for Mark Helfrich. Advance to the next stage to recruiting. Well, actually, we'll just go to we'll pass by signing day and go to position changes. So we are now at position changes. Take a look at what we got. Again, we have the exact same quarterback room. We're good there. We have the exact same running back room. We're good there. Wide receiver Keenan Lowe, Braylon Addison, B.J. Kelly, Stanford, Chance Allen, Mike Berry, the 6'5" wide receiver we signed, Devon Allen, Eric Dungy, and Darren Carrington. So we're good there. Tight end, Colt Lierla, Ko Kai, Evan Bayless, and T.J. Daniel. So again, we didn't. Farrell Brown transferring. We didn't lose anything. It was like Twitter laying off half their staff. It made no difference. Tyler Johnstone, James Ucher, Andre Uridagoyena. We're good there. Center, we're going to start a true freshman, Anthony Richardson. So he'll be good to go. Right tackle, our breakout freshman, Rashad Battle. And Julius Lewis, our solid backups. Left end, we got DeForest Buckner. Stepping in that void that Taylor Hart left. 6'7" pass rusher. Sam Camp. Ooh, Kevin Peterson. No way, he's a bust. He's 6'7", though. No, we're keeping him. We're going to develop him. Tony Washington, Christian French, Privet, Mark Burley. Another bust? Why are they bust? Art Armstead, of course. 6'8". Alex Balducci, TJ Logan, Jamal Nelson, Mike Kirby, and Dan Hart. Again, our depth is showing in the class. Robinson, Garrity, and Smart. Coleman, of course, is staying. Hardrick, Joe Walker, Quentin Leonard. Let's see. Actually, he's a bust. Corner, Efo is back. I find out. Troy Hill's back. Dior Mathis, Eric Amakao, his brother Stephen Amakao, and Quentin Brown. We have a very short secondary, though, I'm not going to lie. Eric Dargan, Reggie Daniels, Tyree Robinson. Tyree Robinson may start just because he's 6'4". Isaac Dixon, our strong safety, is back. O'Shea Dunmore, Noah Bauer. We got Matt Wogan as the kicker. Dilla Osterman, athletes. Any athletes? Cody Sparks. He's 6'2", 202. We don't need him as a quarterback, though. Hmm. He's a very good free safety, though. And also not bad at strong safety either. Not a bad corner either. We'll put him at safe. We'll put him at free safety. Play. Oh yeah, he's a corner. And Lee Douglas. 6'3", 217. We're gonna put him at free safety. Yeah, just more defense. We're good on offense. We need more defense. Advance to cutting players. And so Mariota actually finished 7th in passing. Max Wick was first, followed by Menzel. Miller, of course, was 5th. 2,869 yards passing for Mariota. Rushing, Thomas was 2nd, only behind Kadeem Carey, who we completely shut down. 1,620. And just imagine how many more yards he would have gotten. He would have ran for like maybe 200 against Ohio State, which would have placed him fairly at first. Receiving, Lowe was 18th. Tackling, Coleman, Malone, 81 tackles. Malone, 72. Sack leaders, Armstead. Bruh, where's Taylor Hart? He had like 17. He should have been first. Why is Taylor Hart not on here? Taylor Hart, oh, it's because he graduated? Taylor Hart was first by a mile. We're cutting players. Let's see. Who are we cutting? Nobody over here. Nobody over there. We need to cut 3 players. You're trash, not gonna lie. And you're trash. No, we can't cut him. I can't believe he's a bust, bruh. I don't know if I should cut him. We're gonna try and see if we can cut anyone else because we may develop him. Overall 65. We have depth there. We're gonna cut you, but no, he's too valuable. We're not cutting him. We're gonna develop him. He will be developed. And we have depth there. Depth there. And we're very good at safety. Wow, they're all, let's see, senior. So Darkin's going to be gone. Sophomore, freshman. Yeah, we're good at strong at safety. Sophomore, junior. Over on 62, that's kind of trash, not going to lie. You know, we may... You know, yeah, we'll keep it like that. We're one player extra because we're not cutting that 6'7" defensive end. He's too much potential. Too much potential. Okay, so went ahead and made changes to the conferences, just like in real life in 2014. You know, Louisville's in the ACC now. The American, they have Eastern Carolina, Tulane, and Tulsa. Big 12 has nobody new. Big 10 got Rutgers, and they got Maryland now. CUSA has Western Kentucky now. Independence, they lost a few teams, a few members. I think Old Dominion actually was... Old Dominion added somewhere? I think Old Dominion was added to the USA? Not 100% sure on that one, but I was going to say yeah. So, Old Dominion goes to CUSA, and the Sun Belt welcomed Idaho and New Mexico State. So again, those are the updated 2014 teams, just to mirror real life. We got those, and now we will head over to the preseason. We're going to set up the recruiting board. We're going to skip to recruiting. And, you know, instead of letting the game pick our recruits, we're going to do it ourselves. Sometimes we'll let the game, in off season, for some teams, we'll let the game pick the recruits. Sometimes we won't. We'll go ahead and pick them ourselves. Well, I don't think I have time for that. Yeah, we don't have time for that. I realize. We'll just let the game do it, and we'll just deal with what we got. You know, I gotta trust the CPU to pick my team. We will though do depth chart. Again, Mariota is back. Thomas is back. Of course, our whole quarterback room, our running back room, unchanged. We'll put in Ty as the fullback. Addison Lowe. Kelly. Yerla. What? No, it's going to be Stanford. Let's see. Chance Allen. And Dungy. So this is our new wide receiver room. You know, Josh Huff is gone. Daryl Hawkins gone. But, you know, Lowe, Addison, Kelly, Stanford, Allen, all here last year, and so was Dungy. So, hopefully, Yerla's our tight end. Tyler Johnstone's our left tackle, left guard. Center. Anthony Richardson, a true freshman at center, who will start. Stevens is back as well. Right tackle. Fisher. Jake Fisher is back. DeForest Buckner will be the starting left end with French backing him up. Right end, Tony Washington, French backing him up as well. Do we have any other? Yeah, we do Camp. So we do Camp there, Pivot there, and then defensive tackle, Armstead, Balducci, Logan, Nelson, and Kirby. Yep, so Armstead, Balducci, Logan, Nelson, and Kirby. Freshman, they're going to get the call. Let's see, Coleman is there, Malone. So we're going to insert Hardrick. And then middle linebacker is Coleman. Yeah, looking good. Yeah, so we're going to have a new left outside linebacker in Hardrick, and new players, Mike Garrity and Cassell, they're going to be new. Coleman's going to be the same. Malone's going to be the same. Secondary, going to be the same. We're a little short, that's fine. Room for improvement. Sargan and who was that freshman? Daniels, yeah. Tyree Robinson's also a freshman too, so we're gonna do Dargan, and then strong safety, Dunmore, and it'll be Dixon. So Dunmore, Dixon, and there's another talented safety we had. Where is he? Charlie Sparks, yeah, him. Over on 72. So again, we're gonna, develop him some. So Dunmore's the new starter. Kicker, we got Wogan, he's new. Hunter Osterman's back. Kick returner is going to be Thomas, of course. And the punt returner is going to be Thomas, of course. And then custom schedule is my favorite part. My favorite part. So we're not going to open against Wyoming. We will play. Let's see, who was good last year? Who would be tough? A tough opening opponent. Notre Dame would be tough. And again, I have a foul taste in my mouth with Notre Dame from the Michigan State Dynasty. We'll do Notre Dame. Can we do Ohio State too? If not, we'll go with Bama. I will gladly play Ohio State again. Gladly. Can't play Bama? No, I can't play Bama? Okay, hold on. What if we opened with Bama, kept Ohio State, and do we get to keep Notre Dame? Yes, we do. Yep. So we're gonna play. We're gonna play Ohio State at their place. So we're opening against Bama. Play Ohio State at their place. Play Notre Dame at their place. Switch it to home. These two games will be home games. Actually, we're gonna make this a neutral site. Actually, make this a neutral site. The Cowboys kickoff. Yeah, make that Cowboys kickoff. Oregon versus Alabama, 1 versus 2. Then we'll play outside at home. Play Notre Dame on the road. Yeah, so 8+ strength of schedule. There you have it. First game against Alabama, 1 versus 2. Ohio State at home. Then we get Notre Dame on the road. Utah, Washington State, UCLA, Stanford, Washington, California, Arizona, Colorado, and Oregon State. We still don't play USC. We don't play Arizona State. But it is so. Keep the changes. And we will start this season. I hope you enjoyed Oregon Dynasty Season 1, Season 2. We're looking on the come up looking to repeat and maybe three-peat. This was the most dominant dynasty I've ever done with any team. Our closest margin of victory was 18. 18. I've never been this dominant with any team before in any dynasty, ever, no matter the game. So you truly witnessed peak cinema in terms of a dynasty playthrough that you'll ever see, ever. And I hope you enjoyed it. So like, comment, subscribe, and get ready for season 2 of Oregon and season 1 of Baylor.